I am back again for the third time. I am having issues with the sound. I'm not sure quite what's happened, but I think this is going to be better. And if not, it's going to be what it is. I'm not going to redo it. But I have been imaging today, the sun all day, and I am now imaging IC1318, which is a nebula, a large area nebulosity in the constellation Cygnus. And so I'll show you the two telescopes that I'm using. On the furthest from in this picture is the Vixen. It's a 625 millimeter. It's imaging at 625 millimeter with the flattener, and it has both of them have moonlight focusers. They're identical. They both have the filter wheels, 7-position 36 millimeter Astrodon filters that are O3, HA, and S2, and they both have ASI 1600 mm Pro mono cameras. They also both have the Pegasus Ultimate power boxes. This one is on the end, closer to the camera. This is closer to the OTA. And they're both on Atlas Pro mounts. They're both on piers, bolted to 3 cubic yards of concrete each, so they're not going anywhere. In between the two telescopes is a table that holds 2 laptops. That's sort of built in, bolted onto each of the piers. And those 2 laptops are connected by Wi-Fi upstairs to my office observatory where I am now. And so I communicate with the 2 telescopes by way of Wi-Fi. And so we're going to now look at those 2 laptops as seen through my desktop. And this is what they look like. I'll show you in a minute. Let me pull them up here. Okay. This is the Vixen, and I'm going to shut down some windows here. Right now it just went through a focusing routine, but before it did that, it finished taking some hydrogen alpha, a hydrogen alpha image. We've taken so far 20 images in HA. This is the filter. There are 5-minute images, and we've taken 20. It's rotated now to, if you look over here to the right, the filter is the O3 filter, which is what it was supposed to do, and that's another 5-minute image is being taken. There's 64 seconds left and counting in the first image. I plan to take 20 of these, and then it will spin to the S2 filter, and we'll take 20 more and then call it a night. So there'll be 65-minute each pictures, equally distributed over HAO3 and S2, about 5 hours of imaging time total. And then we're going to go over to the other kit and see what we've got there, and that is Astro 1, and that's the stellar view. And again, this is IC1318. We have taken 30 of the HA filtered images because they're 180 seconds. They're not the 3-minute long ones. They're not the 5-minute long ones. These are 3-minute. And one of the reasons is that the Vixen has an f-stop ratio of 7.6, and this has an f-stop ratio of 4.9. The stellar view is just a much faster set of glass, and I can go with a much shorter exposure. These are narrowband filters, and so I have the gain set to 200 and the offset set to 50 on both kits. So we'll take a look at the fit to screen, and we'll stretch it to see if we got any oxygen in here at all. Not a whole lot, but it'll stack into more oxygen than you see here. Let's see. We just took another. I'm looking at fit to screen. Let's do a higher stretch. And no, you probably can't see any of the nebulosity. I don't see a lot. I'm not sure it's worth taking 20 images, but we will. And again, there's some here that should stack okay. And when I say stack, this is one image. If I can put the data from all 20 together and combine the data from all 20 of those 3-minute images into one image, then that should show us a lot more nebulosity. With that being said, I am going to bring back my sequence, and I'll do something for just the record. I'll open an image, and let's go down to my I think I put it in this folder, IC1318. This is a hydrogen alpha right here. I'll open up a hydrogen alpha image, and you can see that there's a lot more nebulosity, a lot more hydrogen alpha than there is oxygen in this nebula, which is almost always the case. I really don't know how much oxygen is in the nebula. Should have done a little research on it, and it's pretty easy to do. Several software programs help you with that. I can go over to Sky Safari Pro, and I can tell by the image that they render that it's probably mostly hydrogen, but I'm reading through this to see if this gives us any It happens to be 750 light years away, and it's from one side to the other, it's between 2,000 and 5,000 light years. It's actually further apart than it is away from us, but it doesn't give us much there's not much information on a lot of these don't carry a whole lot of information, but this is what I'm imaging tonight. So with that being said, and again, it's going to transit at almost 3 o'clock, and the size is 40 arc minutes by 20 arc minutes, so that'll eat up a wide field view. I am currently guiding. I'm using PhD 2, and we're guiding at 0.83 RMS for the Vixen, and I can tell Astro 2, that's the Vixen ED81S, and if we scoot over to the stellar view, which is Astro 1, still aggravates me that won't render a fit to screen, and we check out the guiding here. We're slightly over 1. Our guiding's not as good at 1.07, and to be honest with you, I don't get a whole lot better than that on this mount for some reason. I balanced it till I'm blue in the face. I have secured the cables, and so that I only have 2 cables coming out of each kit, a data and a power, and the rest of them are secured. So it's not that, and it's just the mechanics of the mount. And I think, but when you're imaging at 333 millimeters, you can get by with this kind of an error. By the way, now let me back up. I do know I need to go throw the Polmeister on and do polar alignments for both of these. It's been several months since I did a polar alignment, and I did a guiding assistant run earlier tonight, and my polar alignments for both of these are in the 2 and 3 arc minutes off. So that's going to cause some of the problem in deck, but not so much in RA. Okay, well, that's it. I've got some O3 coming in now, and it's not showing us a whole lot over on this side. Let's go over to the other. One other thing we want to do is look at the O3 in the we should have an image in by now. It's a 5-minute image, so it should have finished. Clicked it twice. Okay, let's hide that. And there's the O3. Let's zoom a little bit, and let's stretch a little more. Okay, noisy image, but you can see there's some O3 gas in there that's being imaged pretty neatly, and there's some other nebulosity around here that's kind of faint. So we're going to stack that together, and we're going to stack the hydrogen together, and then the sulfur, and then we're going to use mapping and map the use the Hubble palette, and we're going to map the red channel to be the sulfur, and we're going to map the blue channel to be the hydrogen alpha. The green channel, the hydrogen alpha, and the blue channel to be the oxygen, and that'll be our red, green, and blue image then. Okay, well, I hope everybody has a safe holiday, 4th of July. God bless our country, and be safe.